When it came to deciding whether we would build a house or rent a house, we decided to give it a go and try to build what we've always dreamed of. My name's Kasha and this is my home, Halka Lodge, based in the Burren, County Clare. The site was originally in my husband's grandparents' hands. Also, our business is located just right beside it. So these are the two factors that played a huge role deciding whether or not we're going to build a house here. There's a lot of beauty in the limestone kind of environment. There is a lot of seasonal changes, so you could be looking at a mountain that looks completely different, or a field of barley like we're looking out now, and it looks completely different in the summer and in the winter. I think there is some depth to the Burren landscape. John lived in Alaska for a good few years, where he was working with people with disabilities. He was organising different trips and activities for them in nature. And when he came back after many years, he really felt like he wanted to do something. He set up his own business many years ago, walking tours of the Burren. And I lived in Dublin at the time, and I simply took one of the tours, and that's how we met. We wanted something to be close to our workplace and something with quite a serene landscape. We have a 2.5-year-old daughter, and that was a big factor for us. We always wanted a single-storey building, and we settled on a T-shape many years ago. We both really love Scandinavia, and we were both inspired by a house that is single story and it has a shape that can create a kind of courtyard. So you have that cozy, private area, even though the house is completely out in the open. We just applied for planning permission. It was in September, the end of 2020. And we got our planning in April 2021. And we started to build pretty much straight away, and we finished in September 2023, so we finished last year. We worked with Jon Eliasson. We were very brave, and we thought we're just going to contact this guy who designed all those amazing cafes in Stockholm that we would often go to, and just give it a go. And we sent him an email to ask would he be interested in working with us. So when we started building this house and we knew we were going to go ahead and build it, we consulted Jon on loads of different areas. We have plunge bowl, we have breezeway, which is quite an unusual feature as well. Quite extensive outdoor area, and we also have a separate guest bedroom, and we have a cinema room / playroom. We didn't opt the pool for sunny cocktails at the poolside or pool parties. It was more for the invigorating health benefits of cold swims. And I think swimming is not seasonal and it's not dependent on location or a postcode. I think it's a lifestyle. We had that kind of feature in our heads, and once we did a little bit more research into it and we figure out we can actually do it on the budget, we decided we would. And we also have sauna, so combine the two, it's a great health element to our daily lives, and it's definitely a splash of fun. Grass roof is the go-to material if you really want the house to blend into the nature. And that was one of our priorities. I wanted the landscape to flow through the house, and the other way around. I wanted the house to be really part of the landscape. And grass roof is the ultimate choice for that. Once you see it in person, once you have that experience, you understand how well it works. About twice a year we have to cut it, and we just cut it with a grass mower. It's a 30-degree angle, so it looks probably steeper if the angle isn't as sharp when you're up there. We have grass roof on our chocolate factory, so we've had it for 10 years and we've never had any incidents. So. In terms of kitchen, there were a few different layouts we had to choose from, and Jon Eliasson helped us with that as well. And I wanted a kitchen that's functional, quite spacious, even though I actually love small kitchens. I think they're cozy and it's easy to do anything, but I did want a big counter for, I love cooking and I love baking, so I wanted to have a big space. I wanted treated glass just because it reminds me of my granny, and I think it works really well as well. It's quite forgiving, you can put anything behind it. And in terms of colour, we really set on green as it kind of reflects the nature right in front of it. The view, it really draws you in. It's really relaxing, especially at the end of the day or even in the morning with a small child. You know, you might be sitting here at 6 o'clock in the morning and it's very calming. Just being here in this part of the home, it's very soothing for me. I really enjoy being here. I'd appreciate advice if someone told me, look, it's just going to be hard, but you will not remember the hard days. And it's so true. Yeah, I just don't remember them anymore. If you asked me what was the worst day of the whole build or one day that you really remember, I wouldn't be able to single out any, because they're so vague now. Now that you see the house, you don't like, I look at the stove, I don't remember any difficulties, or even though there were, I don't remember those hard days. I think most people who want to build their own house, I think they have an idea what it is. It's some kind of dream that's pushing them to consider building their own house. So I would say just stick to your dreams, because it's going to be so much work and so much energy going into it. You might as well do what you want, because it's easy to get sidetracked by advice given maybe by not professionals, and then your idea gets diluted. So I think sticking to what you always wanted to have would be probably a priority. It was for me. I think if you ask someone during the build, is it worth it? They might think about it and consider all the hardship you have to go through building a home, but once it's done, it's always worth it. It's absolutely 100% worth it.